Did you know? One of the smartest men in our universe, Albert Einstein, once said, "Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think." And in our case, to think like a professional trader.
Welcome back, traders. As part of your training today, we're switching gears with a 10-question quiz on the Forex markets. This is your chance to measure your progress and lock in the concepts you've been learning. Take your time, think carefully, and let's see how well you do. Good luck.
Before we dive deeper, don't forget to grab your free quick start guide at mmufreeguide.com. It's packed with the basics to help you follow along. And for the best experience, try watching these lessons on a larger screen so you can see all the details clearly.
Okay, traders. What is the correct interpretation of the exchange rate euro / US dollar equals 1.20? Is it A, 1 euro costs $1.20? B, 1 euro equals 120 cents? C, 1 euro and 20 cents costs $1? D, $1 costs 1 euro and 20 cents? You have 10 seconds to think it through. The correct answer is A. 1 euro costs $1.20. Euro / US dollar equals 1.20 means 1 euro buys $1.20. Question number 2. The foreign exchange market trades approximately how much daily volume? Is it A, 7.6 trillion, B, 1 billion, C, 500 million, or D, 100 trillion? Take a moment and think it through. The correct answer is A, about $7.6 trillion. That's what makes Forex the largest and most liquid market in the world, dwarfing stocks and futures combined. Question number 3. What is slippage in Forex trading? Is it A, the difference between bid and ask price? B, the minimum deposit required to open a trading account? C, the fee a broker charges for executing your trade? Or D, the difference between the expected trade price and the actual execution price? Take a moment, think it through. The correct answer is D. Slippage is the difference between the expected trade price and the actual execution price. It often happens in fast-moving markets where prices can change in just milliseconds. Question number 4. Which tier represents the core of the Forex market with the deepest liquidity? Is it A, Tier 2, institutional participants, B, Tier 1, interbank market, C, Tier 3, retail market, or D, Tier 4, central banks? Take a moment to think it through. The correct answer is B, Tier 1, the interbank market. This is where the largest banks and financial institutions trade directly with one another, creating the deepest pool of liquidity in the entire Forex market. All other tiers depend on this one for pricing. Question number 5. In a currency pair like US dollar / Japanese yen, which is the quote currency? Is it A, neither currency is a quote currency? B, Japanese yen? C, US dollar. D, both currencies are the quote currencies. You have 10 seconds. Pause the video if you need more time. The correct answer is B, the Japanese yen. In every pair, the second currency is the quote currency. It tells you how much of that currency is needed to equal 1 unit of the base currency, in this case, the US dollar. Question number 6. Which execution model typically shows more slippage during major economic news announcements? Is it A, neither model experiences slippage? B, both models show identical slippage? C, B book, also called principal execution? Or D, A book, agency execution? Take a few seconds and lock in your choice. The correct answer is D, A book, or agency execution. Because orders are routed directly into the market, even a few milliseconds of delay during fast-moving news can mean your fill price is different than expected. That's slippage in action. Question number 7. What makes the Forex market different from stock exchanges? Is it A, Forex is decentralized with no single physical marketplace? B, Forex has a single official price for each currency pair? C, Forex trades require physical delivery of currency? Or D, Forex only operates during business hours? You've got 10 seconds. Think carefully. The correct answer is A. Forex is decentralized with no single physical marketplace. Instead of trading in one central exchange, transactions happen electronically through a global network of banks, brokers, and traders, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Question number 8. If British pound over Australian dollar equals 1.85, how many Australian dollars would you receive for 500 pounds? Is it A, 500 Australian dollars, B, 270.27 Australian dollars, C, 925 Australian dollars, or D, 1.85 Australian dollars? Take a few seconds and work it out. The correct answer is C, 925 Australian dollars. Here's why. You multiply the base currency, 500 pounds, by the exchange rate, 1.85. That equals 925 Australian dollars. Question number 9. Which market participants primarily provide liquidity in the Forex market? Is it A, major global banks, B, central banks, C, multinational corporations, or D, individual retail traders? Take a moment to think it through. The correct answer is A, major global banks. These institutions make up the interbank market, where the largest volumes of currency are traded, creating the deepest liquidity for Forex. Question number 10. How do B-book brokers typically handle client trades? Is it A, by taking the opposite side of the trade themselves? B, by forwarding orders to stock exchanges? C, by sending all orders directly to the interbank market? Or D, by matching client orders with other clients only? Lock in your answer. The correct answer is A, by taking the opposite side of the trade themselves. In the B-book model, the broker becomes your direct counterparty instead of routing your trade out to the market. Well done. Another lesson complete. Another step closer. Every quiz you take sharpens your understanding and builds the discipline you'll need in live markets. Remember, trading success isn't about speed. It's about preparation, patience, and mindset. Keep practicing, keep journaling, and keep learning. We'll see you in the next lesson.
Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to subscribe so you stay on track with your training. And we'll see you in the next lesson.